After 16 years in the markets, one trading concept has consistently made me the most profit. It's not complicated, it's not a secret, it's supply and demand. When most traders see the price push up aggressive just like this, they think they missed the move, but they really didn't. This aggressive push creates a level of demand that can be used for your next trade. Now, I'm going to teach you exactly how I've been using supply and demand in my trading for the last 16 years with a full strategy. But I don't promise or guarantee any results. I just hope that you could learn one or two things from this video to take into your trading plan. So please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's pop up the charts. Let's start with a trade example from my live stream to show you that I'm using this supply and demand trading concept in my trading every single day. As price is moving here, it's making an aggressive move up with 3 big green candles in a row. This creates a level of demand. Then the price retraces back to that level of demand, enters a trade, and smashes my take profit in less than 10 minutes. This is the power of supply and demand, and this is a trade I took in front of thousands of people live with confidence because I trust my analysis. So let me teach you how you can use supply and demand in just 4 steps. 1, I'll teach you how to draw supply and demand zones properly. 2, I'll show you why they work. 3, you'll learn which zones are most powerful. And 4, I'll bring it all together and give you my complete scalping strategy. Look, I promise this is worth your time. Just look at my DMs. Demand zone, smash the profit. Demand zone, another take profit. Demand zone, another take profit. Demand zone, and another take profit. And these are 3 DMs I got just this morning. There's way more coming in every single day with people using my supply and demand strategy. So let's get into phase number 1, drawing proper supply and demand zones. Now, before I draw the first zone, it's important to understand this works on any time frame. I like it on M5 or M15. You could use this on any time frame. And if you look at my market watch on the right-hand side, you could see I trade supply and demand on every single pair. That's every single Forex pair, Bitcoin, gold, US 30, NASDAQ, oil. This works on any asset. So let's draw some zones. We have a huge push up right here. That creates a demand level right here. We have another huge push up right here. That creates a demand level right here. So in the uptrend, we're looking for buy demand zones. In a downtrend like we're seeing right here, we're looking for supply zones. We have the big push down right here. That creates a supply zone right here. And what we're looking for price to do is we're looking for price to retrace back to that demand, or retrace back to that supply. And if we use the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top of the move right here and pull it across, we're looking for price to come down to that 100% retracement, all the way back to demand or all the way back to supply right there. And when price gets to that level, we're looking to go long in that uptrend. We're looking to go short and sell in the downtrend. Let's take it to a real chart and show you some real trades that I took on stream. Look, we have a big push up right here, created a demand zone right there. But you could see price never came back to that level. But we are in that uptrend, right? Price is moving in one direction. Then we've got a push up of the price right here, creating a demand right here. Not a great demand because we have some red candles in the middle right here, but it still worked. Look, price tapped the level, shot up. Price tapped the level, shot up. So that's a valid demand. It would have worked. But for the trade I took on stream, you could see here 1, 2, 3 green candles in a row, a little red one here, and then 2 big green candles in a row. We also have fair value gaps in these candles, which makes it an even stronger demand zone. I'll get into that a little bit later. So where am I drawing the zone? On this indecision candle before the big push up. Now, you can do the consolidation, right? So you could open this thing up, cover this consolidation right here. That's fine as well, but I usually use an indecision candle like we're getting right here. Now, on this trade, we had a huge red candle come back on the retracement right here, which I don't like. So I waited to see reactions, like a wick right here. I didn't want to see this candle close beneath the zone, and it didn't. It wicked. So then as the price started to come up, I entered the trading position, making sure that the demand was valid, which it was. And you can see the trade tap the demand one more time, and then eventually, after a few 5-minute candles, pushed all the way up and smashed my take profit right there live on stream. And the exact same thing happened on this sell trade. Now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles down. That's a big push down. Had this huge rejection right there, creating a level of supply on the green candle before the big push down. You can see the candles have those fair value gaps. Look at this huge fair value gap right there. That's gonna suck the price back in. And on this one, you can see price entered the zone slower, right? It wasn't that huge push down. So I felt confident to enter the trade right at the entry level right there. And that's exactly what I did live on stream. You can see we reacted pretty well to that supply. Slowly but surely, the price comes down after reacting to the supply, as I like to see it, and then I smash my take profit again live on stream in front of thousands of traders. Now, it's really that simple to draw supply and demand zones. Now I'm going to explain why they work. For the second step, I'm going to quickly explain why this works. Then I'm going to show you how to create those powerful zones and get into the full scalping strategy. Supply and demand works because of institutional order blocks, trap traders, and liquidity. Don't worry, this is easier than it sounds. In this one, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big green candles up, creating a level of demand right here. You could use the red candle, or you could just put it right around this recent consolidation. That's absolutely fine. Then you can see price comes down right here to the level. We enter our trading position right there, and what happens? Price pushes up, reacts to the demand, smashes the take profit. But why? Why? It all comes down to these huge green candles right here, this aggressive move. Traders can't do this, only institutions. So when you see a huge candle like this with a big fair value gap, that means banks, hedge funds, multi-million-dollar funds push the price up. But those banks and hedge funds can't get all their orders in right here. The orders are too big, so the orders stack on top of each other like this, okay? And then when the price comes back down, it starts catching those orders again on the way up. So all we have to know is this footprint. Rich people, multi-million-dollar corporations like this price, so we like this price. That's the institutional order blocks. Then you get trapped retail traders and liquidity. When traders see this huge push up like this, the retail traders go, all right, it's time to buy. That's exactly when the institutions push the price back down, smash that retail stop loss. Then after the big push down, retail traders think it's time to sell. And you already know what happens. Price pushes all the way back up, hits the retail stop losses, and the hedge funds collect all their profits. It's really that simple. We want to trade supply and demand with smart money. Now let me show you step 3, how to get the most powerful supply and demand zones. If you're looking for a place to trade, I recommend you sign up with the AAAFX broker. I've recently switched over. There's no problems with my old broker. I just love the commissions, the spreads, the platform, and registration is absolutely free, so click the link in the description now. Let's get back to the video. Now, before I get into the full scalping strategy with supply and demand that you could take on your charts, let's get into powerful zones. So let's go ahead and play this out. 1, 2, 3, 4 huge red candles in a row. That gives us a supply zone at the green candle before the big push down. That's how I prefer to draw my zones. Now, the first thing we're looking for in a powerful zone is a clear impulsive move. This move is incredibly clear. There's multiple fair value gaps on candles not being covered. So this is giving us strong imbalance. You can also see this move break through the trend line right here, which is a strong sign that price is going to go down. So always draw your trend lines. Then as we play this out, you could see the next step is that this is a fresh, untouched level of supply, right? Price is only coming into this level here, right? Price didn't come into this level here, go down, and then come back, right? It's just coming in right here. So fresh, untouched. Then your price is gonna go all the way down and smash your take profit like it did just on live stream. Again, every trade I showed you here is a live stream trade. Verify it yourself. And the third thing I want you to look out for a powerful zone is how close we are to the breakout, right? You can see, look, we had our move right here, price came down, and just a few candles later, we're back in supply. So it was close, it was fresh, and it was impulsive. That's what you need to know. And obviously, the bigger the candles on the way down, the better. Now let's package this all up into one winning supply and demand scalping strategy for you. This is what you've been waiting for. It's time for the full scalping strategy using supply and demand. First thing you want to do, come set your time frame to 5 minutes. Come to the bottom right here, set the time to UTC -4 New York. Then come up to indicators. Type opening range with breakouts. You're going to click on this indicator right here. These are the only settings you need. Just click this here, set the time period to 15 minutes, 9:30 to 9:45 UTC -4. We're doing open range breakouts. So watch. You see the price goes up, it goes down, right? These are the first 3 candles of the New York Stock Exchange open, okay? 1, 2, and 3. That creates the open range high and the open range low. Now we simply want the price to come below and break or come above and break. As you can see, it already came above and broke right here. That tells us that we want to buy, okay? Really simple. Now, Pat, when do we get into supply and demand? Right now. Look at the red candle before the huge push up there. That is our level of demand. So look, we are in an uptrend right here. Price is pushing up. We broke through the range. Now we need to have a pullback, right? Where do we want that pullback? We want it to come to our demand zone. So in this case, we've got to be patient. When is it coming? And then what do? Bingo. Price enters the demand zone. Now we are ready to buy. Where do we want to put our take profit? All the way up here. Have the stop loss below the demand. That's how we do it. If there's any wicks you're worried about, maybe you could put your stop loss below there to be less risky, but I like to put it below the demand and below the range low, right? That range low that I showed you. Then we can enter our trading position. You could see it goes in our direction and does smash the take profit right there, doing it together. You can literally do this on any asset. I do this every single day in my live streams, so make sure to watch the live streams. Make sure to watch my One Strategy for Life video. I'll put the link to that in the description, showing this entire process in detail. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have any questions. Consider joining my VIP trading room. I'm sending signals in there every single day. Maybe watch this video right here. Definitely watch this video right here, and I'll be back next week. Much love.